shoulder is like light as air after. You're gonna get like a tennis ball, lacrosse ball, whatever you got. You're gonna lift that shoulder up. You're gonna sneak that thing right there between the shoulder blade and spine. Okay? You can do this on the floor or a workout bench. Palms up on the right. Workout bench is a little easier for your partner. Partner's gonna come over with a softball or something similar right there. It's like we're pinning that right there. Maybe add a little twist if you want. Lock that elbow and try to do a snow angel all the way overhead with that right arm only. Get as far as you can without bending it. Go right back down to your side. Do that about 2 or 3 times. Breathe through the nose, rest, and keep going as far as you can. One more time up. Now disengage. Let me take over. Relax the arm. I got you. I'm not yanking his arm. I'm just taking it on its natural path it can go. He hates this at first, but watch, it got smooth. If there was a blockage or something preventing me, if I kind of worked up and I got stuck somewhere, I'd either go around it or I would just stop there. But I can go. Now lock that elbow, go all the way overhead now. No pressure off that, keep going. You got it, keep going, straight elbow. All the way to here, all the way back down, you're doing great. Keep doing that over and over, keep going up, up, up. See that? Down to your side, all the way overhead, one more time. This is how we get your scapula to retract. Look at that, back down all the way to your side. Pull that out, rest, chill for a minute. Roll your shoulders now a little bit. It's kind of sharp roll. Does the right feel lighter than the other one, kinda?
Yeah.
Cool, right? It's because your scapula is retracting and protracting again. And that's how you get some of that awareness back to it. It's not that I just beat up a muscle. We got that range of motion back, so the muscle's actually gonna chill out more because it doesn't have to stay tight to keep things in certain positions. Watch that. Left will be a lot easier. Palm up on the left. Nice straight elbow. Same thing on the left. Go for it. See how the left just goes all the way overhead right away? Yeah. So here's the thing. You do this a couple days in a row, you're gonna feel like your partner's not pushing as hard as I am, but they probably are. What's happening is that you're just adapting. This is one of those ones you'll adapt pretty well to in a few days. And I can never guarantee you're not gonna get injured, throwing a ball. But if you can do that under compression, you're less likely to have a problem. You see what I'm saying? Because you got better functionality. Shrug those shoulders again. Carefully come on up for me. Now, if you're by yourself doing that, or you want to try to do that solo, you just break it up into 2 separate movements. You just lay on a lacrosse ball or something back there and do the same thing, and then take a large ball like this, or a softball or something, go up against the wall, dig into that pec, pin it down, and just try to move while it's pinned. You can even do some press-like movements. It's not as good, but it's still worthwhile. If you can get the 2-ball technique though, that's gonna pin it down and really make you have to fight through that. But once that right shoulder moves as well as the left, essentially with that movement, you don't have to do it daily anymore. Just make sure, check in on it. Make sure every so often that it's doing a job, okay?
And you can't do that one on the floor?
Yeah, you can. It's just, I find if you go against the wall, it's a little bit easier. When you talk about doing it by yourself?
No, if you have somebody with you.
Well, it's just harder for them. You can. It's just, it's better on the bench. Just like the psoas one, it's better because like you're not on the floor trying to raise somebody's leg. I don't like to put a partner in compromising positions, trying to help you out. You don't want to screw their back up helping your back, man. That's the thing. Let me have you stand back up for me. So twist left and right again for me. This was already pretty clear on the way. And as you work on those tasks, you might find more of it. There's other drills too, man. Like there's other things. You take these things and run with them. This is like baseline stuff for me that I'm going to email you about that we just went over. You do those daily or as much as you can, and you probably get a pretty good result. If there's still lingering stuff, there's still like shin box get up, Copenhagen adductor drills. There's all kinds of drills we can do, but you got to layer them to know what's actually testing and retesting and see, have a baseline of stuff you're doing, and then we add other things if we need to, okay? So start with basically, like I said, if you can, pick one of those inflatable balls, get good at laying on that and doing that diaphragm stuff, okay? That's a really big standard right there for me. Where you're laying face down, doing the 4 in, the 4 hold, the 7 out. That's a really good exercise. And try to do that daily. Don't overdo that right away though, because you'll be sore as hell in your abdomen because it is an abdominal workout. People that overdo it tell me, they're like, man, you were right. It actually, because you're doing an ab push-up. But the more you can do, the stronger you are. So just build it slowly and smartly. But for the big stuff, you want to take a softball-sized ball. I've also got these 2, which will work. It's a little smaller than what I use, but it's a little givier, and it's a little more appropriate for soft tissue work. You can lay on that and do exactly what we did with that softball-sized ball. If you got a softball, though, use that, okay? So you're gonna lay on one side at a time, bending the knee, Rotate the hip, trying to raise the leg, do an upward dog if you can. Bring the leg out to the side, do all that, okay? You're gonna do each side. You're also going to take a broomstick, try to break it one way, break it the other way. Whatever side feels weaker, double it up, okay? And kind of just go back and forth with. Upper body, you got 3 big things. The chair thing that we just did with this, you can also, by the way, in the weight room, just take a barbell that's on a rack, get under it, stand with it sitting like this. I'll show you before you walk out. Lock the arm, go straight overhead. You'll see that in one of the videos. So if he's got an email, make sure you just forward him the email that I send you, okay? Because I'll put you on the list there, the mailing list with all the stuff that you're getting. We do that overhead stuff, try to get that arm just good and non-compromised overhead. Getting that armpit, you can use the ball and the shoulder, ball and the chair method. You can dig your fingers in there, but you want to rotate that thing and you want to be able to lock and extend and bend the elbow. And then lastly, you get good at that, it's going to really make your shoulders feel pretty good. Especially, these are things you want to do before working out, before a game, before pitching, regularly. Get used to it. Make it like your normal warm-up. Because doing it after means you're trying to correct stuff that happened in the gym or in the game or whatever. If you do it beforehand leading in, you fixed the crap before and got it moving as well as you could before. So you prepped your body before activity versus trying to pick up the pieces after. That's why the whole stretching after thing makes no sense. I'm like, not even stretching, just get functional before you lift. You know, if you're gonna squat or something, I wanna make sure you have full range of motion with your squat, not try to squat a bunch and then try to stretch your hips after. You know, whatever is inhibiting them, get it corrected first, all right? When you come back in, which I'm gonna recommend, you know, hey, look, he's, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 weeks, whatever he wants to do. These are brief 20-minute appointments. We have a wide availability of appointments usually throughout the week. I would say you take these things and run with them. Get back in like a week or 2, whatever you have time for. I'll see where you're at. If I think there's more, I mean, I'll throw you some more techniques and stuff anyway, because all these drills are great, especially for the shoulders and the hips. There's other stuff we can go over, okay? And then you just casually make this more of a preventative thing. Usually once a month or something is not bad, you know, but I'm not gonna tell you you need to be here 3 times a week or anything. It's fine. Just see how you do with these drills. See if it kind of makes your stuff that you've had kind of go away a little bit. And if it's gone completely, keep doing those and try to do this preventatively, okay? Yeah, like I said, we're pretty easy going here when it comes to that stuff, all right? So I'll meet you up front. Like I said, if I can do a week or 2 out, it's great. If you guys want to wait and call for availability,